Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Suddhaspadiga Sankasham Shuddha Vidya Pradayakam Shuddham Purnam Chidanandam Sadashivam Shraye Shankarupena Machittam Pankikritam Abhodhyaya Kim Kariyasya Samaya Shankaracharya Mashraye Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Bharathi Karuna Patram Bharathi Padabhushanam Bharathi Padamarudham Bharathi Tirthamashraye Vidya Vinaya Sampannam Vitaragam Vivekinam Vande Vedanta Tattvabodha Vidhushekara Bharatim Mala Sudha Kumbha Vibhoda Mudra Vidya Virajat Karavarijataam Apara Karunya Sudham Purashim Sri Sharadambam Pranatosmi Nityam Om. I will start with the prayer slokam. Vasudevendra Yogindram Natva Jnanapradam Gurum Mumukshunam Hitarthaya Tattvabodho Vidhiyate. The author is explaining the Stula Shariram. The student has asked a question. Stula Shariram Kim? What is Stula Shariram? The author is explaining the Anatma. Three groups of Anatma we saw of the individual body, of the individual. Shariratrayam, Kosha Panchakam, Avasthatrayam. So in that first group, the student has chosen the first ingredient, which is Stula Shariram, for which the teacher has given an elaborate explanation for the Stula Shariram. The answer given by this teacher. Panchikrita Mahabhutaih Kritam Sat Karma Janyam Sukha Dukkhadi Bhoga Ayatanam Shariram Asti Jayate Vardhate Viparinamate Apakshiyate Vinashyati iti Shat Vikaratvat Yetat Sthula Shariram. Now, the teacher is explaining the Stula Shariram. He talks about four aspects of Stula Shariram. In English, Stula Shariram means gross body, physical body. The author talks about four aspects of the physical body. Condition of the physical body, cause of the physical body, function of the physical body, and the nature of the physical body. The very word Stula indicates the condition. What is the condition? It is gross. What do you mean by gross? Visible to the sense organs. That is, the physical body is perceptible to our sense organs. This physical body can be seen, can be heard. We know people walking with some sound, noise will come, like elephant walking, that karke. So we can hear the sound, and it can be smelt also. So gross means perceptible to the sense organs. It is Indriya Gocharam, perceptible not only to me, that is, my physical body is not only perceptible to myself, but also to others. Therefore, it is Stula Shariram. So, the condition of the physical body is gross. What is the cause? The author says there are two types of cause. One is the general cause, Samanya Karanam, which is the same for every physical body, be it a human being or an animal or a tree or even Devata Shariram. The other one is specific cause, Vishesha Karanam, which will vary from individual to individual. What is the general cause for the Stula Shariram? Author says the physical body is made up of 5 fundamental elements. Panchamaha Bhutani. In modern science, we have elements which will form into various components. In chemistry, in periodic table, if you see, lot of elements will be listed, which will be aluminum, barium, bismuth, carbon, all those elements. There are about 105 or 110, more than 100 elements are identified, and modern science says their combination is the universe. Our Shastra also talks about elements. It talks about 5 fundamental elements. They are Akashaha, space, Vayuhu, air, fire, Agnihi, fire, then Jalam, water, and Prithivi, earth. Space, air, fire, water, and earth. These are the 5 gross elements. Because we are able to perceive them, therefore they are gross. Akashaha, space, is a positive element. It is a positive material. People should not think the space is vacuum. It is wrong. It is a positive material. Earth is tangible. Water is also tangible. Air is feelable. Fire is visible. Agni is visible. Akashaha, that is the space, we do recognize sensorily. Peculiarly it is experienced. That is why before we sit on a chair, we ensure that there is space. We see whether there is enough space for me to sit on it or not. So what do you mean? What do you see there actually? You see whether there is space. Therefore, it is peculiarly experienced. So these 5 gross elements, Sthula Sharirani, Sthula Bhutani, are the raw material for the physical body of every living being. Physical body of every living being, animals, human beings, plants, and Devata Shariram also. The physical body has a tangible part which is a product of earth, which is Prithvi, earth. From the earth, vegetables are grown. From vegetables, we make food. We consume food, vegetarian, for vegetarians it is, we consume food and our body is formed and nourished by the food. Therefore, earth is responsible for the tangible physical body. It has water element in it. In fact, the very shape of the body is decided by the water. They say about 70% of the physical body is made up of water. The physical body has Agni Tattvam also, fire principle, that is the temperature, because of which the body has got a standard temperature of 98.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Even if you go to Alaska, North Pole, or Arctic Circle, Siberia, where you see only ice, whichever direction you see only ice. It's so cold there. But the body maintains its temperature, constant temperature, that is fire of life, 98.4 degrees Fahrenheit. So it has Agni Tattvam also. The body has Vayu in the form of life, that is the breath. Prana Tattvam, we inhale the oxygen and the oxygen stays, and then we exhale the carbon dioxide. It comes out. Therefore, Vayu Tattvam is inside. The body occupies lot of space, Akashaha. Some people occupy more space, some people occupy lesser space. Space is inside the body also. That is why plates and plates of food is being gobbled up, and after a few hours once again we feel hungry, we once again eat. So there is a space, and for some people in head also there is space. Head is also empty. Therefore body has space. The body is made up of 5 fundamental elements. That is why it is called Pancha Bhautika Shariram, which is the general cause, Samanya Karanam of a physical body. Every body is made up of these 5 elements alone. It is an universal factor. Therefore, the author says, Panchikrita Panchamaha Bhutaih Kritam. Kritam means produced out of, created, manufactured out of. What is the manufacturing factory? It is the mother's womb at the time of conception. The body is formed. In the whole creation, the most wonderful factory is mother's womb. So Panchamaha Bhutai, the great 5 gross elements, Panchikritam, is visible, perceptible. Therefore, the general cause is the physical body is made up of 5 gross elements, fundamental elements. What is the Vishesha Karanam? That is specific cause. Author says, Sat Karma Janyam. The body is born because of Punya Pāpa Karma. The karma phalan which has been generated out of Punya and Pāpa Karmas in the earlier Janma. We will study more elaborately about karma, karma phalam, previous Janma, future Janma, etc. in this text itself, but at later stage. For the time being, we will understand this much only. That is, the body is born out of Punya Pāpa Karma done by us in the previous Janma. Here, what is the role of karma? Karma alone determines the quality of the physical body, the type of physical body, the shape of physical body. That is, whether it should be an animal body or human body, or whether it is plant shariram or divine physical body, all decided by the karma phalam. Raw material may be the same, Panchabhutani, but the type will be different for different people, for different beings. Like all houses are made out of the common raw materials like bricks, cement, steel, plastic, wood, and all those. But do you mean to say that all houses are the same? No, they are all different, because the primary reason is you have a plan for your house. Because you have given a different plan, although raw materials are the same, each house is different. Similarly, here also, our body, maybe it is made out of 5 Panchamahabhutam, but the shapes are different, the types are different. Even among the human beings, one body is male body, another one is a female body. How? Why it is? Because of karma. All are made up of same raw material, but what determines the shape and type of the body? It is determined only by the karma done in Purva Janma. Author says it is karma, Punya Pāpa Karma. Some people are born healthy, some people are sick, some have short life, some have long life, some have congenital diseases, some have dark hair, some have grey hair, some no hair, etc. So who determines? What determines? Only karma. In our Sanatana Dharma, there is nothing called accident. It is not accidentally given to you. Our scriptures do not accept anything by accident. Everything is an incident. Even an accident is an incident, but the reason for the accident maybe we do not know. Some people may say it may be the parental genetics, may be the reason. Then I will ask you a question: what determines you to be born to that parent? Once again, it is karma. Therefore, author says, karmajanyam. As karma varies from individual to individual, therefore it is called specific cause, vishesha karanam. Among different types of bodies, human body is considered very interesting and very great thing. You can see animals, insects, centipedes, plant, reptile, so many things are there. We are lucky that we are not one among them, because human body is sacred, because here alone we are able to probe into our lives, mysteries of life. We can set goals of our life, and we can also choose a goal and achieve that goal also, accomplish the chosen goal. Therefore, we have been given Manushya Janma, Manushya Shariram, because of previous Janmas Punyam, Sat Karma Janmya. This is born out of Punya Karma of previous Janma. Now, the third aspect of physical body is the function. What is the function of this body? It serves as a temporary residence or abode for the individual. It serves as a temporary house for the jiva, remaining in which the jiva can interact and transact with the world. When a person when he is employed, he gets transferred from, say for example, from Chennai to Mumbai or Kolkata. Before he does all the other things, the first fundamental thing a person does is to look out for a house. First thing is to find out the house for him to stay. By staying in the house, then you can do all other routine works. Therefore, the first job is fixing a house, and then you can look out for which shop you can buy from vegetables, from which one you can buy provisions, college, what is the nearest to school, nearest to college. All those details you can see later. But before doing anything, first is we will look for a house and fix it. And it is also a temporary residence, because most of us or some of us will keep shifting from one residence to another residence within the same city, or from city to city we get transferred, or from country to country people get different jobs, they go to places. Therefore, wherever we go, house is a very important aspect of it, and it is temporary. Similarly, the physical body also is a temporary residence in which the jiva resides for a particular period of time, transacts, and later shifts the residence from this physical body to another physical body. Then what? Once again stay in the new body for some time, and then shift to another new body. Then what? Once again get transferred to another physical body. So the cycle keeps on going on and on and on. There is no end. Payanangal mudivadhe illai. This is what the famous one. So this cycle goes on and on. When did we start the first? When is the first one? What is the starting point? When did we start this travel? This has been done from beginningless time, that is anadi. We cannot say this is the first janma. It is cycle. Therefore, the physical body is a temporary residence, and therefore our Shastra says don't fall too much in love with this body because it is temporary. You give importance to the extent to which it deserves, which is required. At the same time, this is important also. By using this body only we can achieve goals, including moksha. Therefore, this cannot be something which can be avoided, or something which is very unimportant or anything like that. It is important, but it has its own place. That's what the Shastra says. Like our house has to be maintained, it must be livable. But we cannot hold on to the house forever. We have to vacate the body at the appropriate time. If we don't do it voluntarily, the owner will come and say, please get out. That's it. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grinhati naroparani tatha sharirani vihaya jirnani anyani samyati navani dehi. Hey Arjuna, why are you too much carried away by this physical body? Give it its due, but never give more importance than which is what is required, what it deserves, that much. Therefore, coming back to this, ayatanam is residence, that is abode. For what? Bhogaha, experiences, which is both pleasurable and then painful, and also mixed. Mishram, sukham, dukkham, and a mixture of both. How do you say mixture of both? Either you can have happiness or unhappiness. Either you have pleasure or you have pain. How can you say both together? For example, one of your children has got fantastic marks, secured first rank and all those. So you feel so happy. The second child has not got so many marks. In fact, he has failed. So how will you feel now? One son has got first rank, fantastic, beautiful, fantastic feeling. But the other son has failed. So immediately you feel unhappy. So it is mixed. Silar aluvar, silar siripar, silar aluzugonde siripar. In Tamil there is a word. Therefore, sukha, dukkha adi, pleasurable, painful, and mixed experiences. Bhoga ayatanam shariram. The abode of experiences is the function of this physical body. Now the last aspect of the physical body is vikaravat etat sthula shariram. Vikaravat etat sthula shariram. This body is subject to constant changes, modification. Every second, hundreds, thousands of cells are dying, and thousands of cells, new cells, are born. Cells keep growing, our hair keeps growing, our nails keep growing, we feel hungry, we eat, gets digested, once again we feel hungry. So the body keeps on changing. This is vikaram. Vikaram means changes. This modification of the body is divided into 6 types. Therefore, the author says, Shat Vikaravad, 6 types of changes. What are they? Asti, exist. Existence in the womb of the mother. Invisible existence as the fetus. That is fetal existence, not fatal existence. You must be careful. This is fetal existence. Jayate, from the mother's womb, it is born, comes out of the womb. womb. So there is birth, jayate. Vardhate, next stage is vardhate. The body grows up to 18 or 20 years maximum. All the limbs are grown to the maximum extent, fully developed into an adult body. It reaches the maximum height, etc. This is vardhate. Fourth stage is viparinamate. From 18 or 20 years up to 55 or 60, the body undergoes changes, neither growth nor decay. The body doesn't grow, nor there is decay also, but there are changes. That is parinamam. It travels in the same plane, like a graph, it goes up, it stays constantly for some time, and then it goes down. It's like a plateau. Apakshiyate. After 50 or 55 years or 60 years, then you will start feeling the knee joint, the presence of knee joint. Until then, you never even realize that you have something called a knee, because there is no problem. Once you hit the 55 or 60 years, then slowly the limbs start giving problems. You realize that you are growing old. Therefore, the decay or degeneration starts. That is, the graph starts coming down. You should understand. Then, vinashyati. Finally, the physical body perishes. It dies. Death is not a total destruction, because matter can never be destroyed totally. Death is also a form of transformation, in which the body again gets merged into the 5 fundamental elements, pancha bhutani, out of which this physical body was originally created. Just as a clay pot on destruction again gets merged, gets converted into clay form only. It gets transformed, because matter cannot be destroyed totally. Therefore, destruction is also a form of a transformation only. This continuous transformation is the nature of sthula shariram, that is the physical body. Etat sthula shariram, this is called physical body. With this, anatma number 1, sthula shariram description is over. Perhaps the author has not included one of the aspects, that is the constituents of the physical body. The constituent, maybe the author has taken for granted that we all know. The constituents of the body are head, trunk, hands, legs, and internal organs. These are the constituents of the body, which he has not told in this text, because we already know about it. With this, the sthula shariram description is over. The other things we will see in the subsequent classes. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om.